Hi everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Amaka. In this tutorial, we are going to be learning how to make an halter neck top. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I upload new videos. So let's get started. This is the fabric I'll be using for this tutorial. My fabric is 1 yard. Now, this is my starting point, which is also going to serve as my shoulder line. My fabric is folded into two. Now, this fabric is a stretchy fabric, so for that reason, I'm not going to use zipper for this top. While making yours, if your fabric is not a stretchy fabric, please use a zipper. On the shoulder point, I'm going to take my shoulder measurement. Now, half of the shoulder measurement I'm working with is 7 inches plus half-inch seam allowance. That gives you 7.5 inches. Now, because my top is an off-shoulder top, I'm going to minus 4 inches from the top. So I'm taking my measurement from this 4 inches. Now, my half of my armhole measurement is 8 inches. So you see how I'm marking my armhole measurement? 8 inches. So I'm extending the point. And my butt point is 11 inches. And the full length of my top is 20 inches. Plus 1 inch hemming allowance. Now I'll extend the points. Now this top is a crop top. It's going to be a little bit below my waist point. The length I'm working with is 20 inches. 20 inches is okay for me. So I'm going to label these lines. Now this is my chest point, my bust point, my waist point, and my hemming allowance. So this measurement I have here, which is half of my shoulder measurement, I'm going to bring it down here. And I'll connect the points. So the next thing I'm going to do is this. On the chest point, I'm going to take my bust measurement on the chest point. Now, my bust circumference divided by 4 gives you 9.5 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance. On the waist point, I'm going to take my waist measurement on the waist point. My waist circumference divided by 4 gives you 7.5 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance. I'm also going to take the same measurement here, 7.5 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance. And I'll connect the points. Now take note, I didn't add that on my fabric because my fabric is stretchy. But if yours is not stretchy, please use that. My fabric is stretchy, that's why I'm not using that. And I'm not also using zipper because my fabric is stretchy. So the next thing I'm going to do is this. I'm going to connect this point to this point, just like this. I'm connecting the chest point to the center front, just like this. Now I'm going to add my seam allowance and I'll cut it. I'm using half-inch seam allowance, which I'm going to use to turn the neckline. I'll cut it. So this is the front panel. Now my back panel is placed on fold. I'm going to place the front panel on the back panel just like this. Now this is my chest point, my bust point, and the waist point. Now I'm placing the chest point on this part just like this. Now I have my front panel and my back panel here. I didn't add zipper allowance on the back panel because my fabric is stretchy. But if your fabric is not stretchy, please add zipper allowance. So I'm going to cut it now. So this is the back panel. Now I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and I'm going to fold here. I'm going to sew here. I'll turn here. And I'm also going to do the same thing on the front panel. I'm going to also hem the neckline just like this. I'll just fold it in And I'll do the same thing on the other side. So now after doing it, now this is what I have. This is the outcome. So this is the back panel. I folded the front panel and the back panel. And now the next thing I'm going to do, now I have my straps here. I have my strap here. I'm going to place it this way, and I'll just sew it this way. Now let me illustrate with pin. I'll just sew it a little, and after sewing, this is what I'm going to have. It's going to be like this. And I'll place the back panel on the front panel, right side facing right side, and I'll sew the sides. I'll sew with 1-inch seam allowance, and I'll hem the lower part, and that will be it. Now after sewing, now this is the outcome. This is what I have. So this is the back and this is the front. So I'm going to iron it, wear it on my mannequin, and show you what it looks like. If you found this tutorial helpful, please click on the like button. Share this video with your friends. Share this video in your sewing groups. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so. Feel free to ask questions. I'll be in the comment section to answer all your questions. We've come to the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.